What up everyone, here we are. It is going to be part 5 of the turbo build on the R33 sedan. Starting the film in my daily just because there's people in the shed. Don't want them to hear me, a bit embarrassed. Got the tuner coming down and he is going to rip into the 33. He's going to do the fuel pump relay. I'm going to chuck the NIS tune on and he's going to do a base map. Hopefully get it driving, but also I need to do beads on the core pipe, so maybe not today, but super cool, super exciting. Hope you enjoy this video. Depending what the tuner wants, I'm going to try quickly pull off the core piping and I'm just going to weld a bead on it. I don't like to do it, but I'm going to do it. Hopefully we can get it driving. I'm pretty excited. And sometime during the week, get it down to a bit of dyno and run it up, see how much power it makes. Look at this thing. It looks like it might actually start. Give her a quick fire up. Oh. It don't sound too good. How good. So, she's a bit misty, but the tuner forgot to bring his cable, so we just fire it up on what the tuner's already on. And it seems to be missing on one cylinder. I'll have the core piping like just dumb into the AFM. It wants to run like crap, which is annoying, but it's gonna come back tomorrow, have a suss of it, see if the injectors are all working properly, because it seems like cylinder 4 is missing, which is annoying. It's got 1000cc injectors in it, and the NIS tune in it is currently set for like 400cc or something like that. So hopefully that is what the issue is of the misfire. The coil pack's all working, it's sparking, all that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just weld beads on the intercore piping. So I'll weld beads now. So tomorrow when he's down here, if he gets it sorted, we can take it for a drive. So keen. I'm so keen to drive it and hopefully hear what it sounds like properly. And later in the week, we should be able to get it down to the tune. As I'm getting ready to do the beads on the core piping, I've got to cut off this flange here for the AFM. So basically, when you want to run these in the core piping, or even on a pod filter, whatever, and you don't have this 4-bolt flange, what you do is you basically trim off right on the edge there. So basically, you line up with this flange and just go straight across. I like to keep just a little bit of a lip there. So I'll quickly cut that off and I'll show you what I mean. So this is exactly what I mean. Now I can fit silicone joiners like this. So as you can see, I've just ground it off, left a tiny lip there, and it's good as golden, mate. It won't pop off. This one has no lip, but it is a touch bigger diameter than this side. So yeah, it won't pop off, it's fine. It'll be golden, mate. It'll be golden. Seems like my AFM job worked mint, so happy about that. So we'll start doing these beads. Bead is all done on the core piping. It's definitely not the prettiest thing. It's not ideal doing this to your core piping, but unfortunately my bead roller was not here in time. So I'll quickly chuck this on to the car. But that's gonna be done for tonight anyway. It's a bit late, got a bit of a late start. But yeah, I'll chuck them in the car and then I might run it. I might see if it at least does a little dose. We'll see. We will see. You'll see in 2 seconds. There we go. I've got the core piping all on. Z32 down there. Plenty of room. Not hitting the fan, which is good. Let's see. Hopefully it runs a bit cleaner now. Doubt it. I need to get a new terminal for the fuel pump. So that's just tucked in there till tomorrow. Definitely runs a little bit better. If only wasn't missing. I think it might be an injector stuck or something. At least she doses. I'm actually stoked. Almost stoked. I'd be a bit more stoked if it wasn't missing. It's 10 PM, so I'm calling it a night. see you tomorrow. Hopefully we can go for a bit of a drive and hit a bit of gate. We will see. Next day, what up? Tuna is on his way, and we stopped in an Autobahn to pick up a new boost gauge. Got this SAS one, it's a digital one of their new ones. It doesn't have vacuum, which I didn't realise till I got home. And I've also got this gauge holder. So, you know I'm gonna be in style. So we're gonna quickly try wire this in. Again, suck at wiring, and quickly try to do it before the tuner gets here. And yeah, hopefully we'll be going for a drive in the next hour or so. We'll see. So when wiring in a boost gauge like this, I've never actually done a digital one, but it's basically the exact same. You've got these wiring here that will go to a boost sensor, and then that will go to a vacuum line in the engine bay, and that's where you get your boost from. Then you obviously will get your 12 volt power and ignition and your ground all from one of these. Pretty much anyone can wire in a boost gauge, even the biggest idiots. Just drop my damn phone. Even the biggest idiots like me can do it. But yeah, so I'll quickly wire it in, and then we'll see if she works. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to drive it tonight. Replace the injectors, chuck new 1000cc's in. One of the injectors was stuck, that's why I was misfiring. So I ran it, and it runs good now. But it doesn't run good, but it starts up. It idles clean. But when it gets warm, it kind of runs a bit shitty. Yeah. Now it's warm, it doesn't want to run. I'll see if I can get a little exhaust note. I don't know. I don't really know if I like it. I'll have to listen back to that video, see if I do like it. It needs to be a bit more aggressive, I think, but I'm happy. I just can't wait for the tune. Oh. Tune is booked for Saturday. That is 3 days away because it's now currently Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm going to warm it up and I'll do an engine flush. I'm very keen to see what comes out of this engine because it did not look good in the when I bled the oil feed up. I widened that boost gauge too. It's all done. Oh, nice. I've also got this little button here. I can use it to change features and all that crap. But yeah, unfortunately no drive today, but maybe tomorrow I might see if I can drive it to the servo and put a full tank in it. It's gonna be a pig to drive if that's the case, because it's not gonna want to run. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Definitely feels like it's gonna rip. First drive was a total success. I'm actually happy. It actually felt like it wants to come on really hard, which is awesome. Hella excited for this. Sounds alright. Obviously couldn't even hit boost then, so it wasn't even cracking the gate or anything like that, but it was enough so you could hear that flutter. And I think I ended up hitting like 5 PSI boost, which yeah, I think I've got a 11 PSI spring in it or something like that. Sick! Yeah, mint. I'll be back tomorrow to do the engine flush. That's much better. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh. Alright, we are about to head down to the servo. Chucks a full tank of E85 in it, as well as I do have some one of God's best creation, some Jim Beam, pour it in there for the engine flush. Nah, it's just some Penrite engine flush. So I can drive the servo, fill it up there, come back and then drop the oil. got the filter out. Oil's draining now. It's filthy as. Also bloody dropped the filter, so it's oil over the subframe now, which sucks. This is the stuff we use. This is the Penrite engine flush. Here, you read the directions there. It says use 250ml, treats up to 5 litres. It says only run it for 10 minutes and allow engine to cool when it's done, but you go for a bit of a drive, won't hurt it. And I like to have it real hot, just so the oil is really thin. Try and get as much as you can out of there. So I'll let it warm up a bit, and I'll plan to drop it again, just for safekeeping. Before it also gets too dark, check out this thing. Bloody old Chevy. I don't even know how old this thing is, but it is old. No front brakes, bicycle bloody wheels, wooden seat. What the hell? Look at that gearbox. It's also got the brake shoes on the outside. This thing's cool. Alrighty, fresh oil is in. I'm going to drop the oil once more, and then the test will be cranking it over and see what the oil looks like that comes out of the feed. When we first done the turbo line and we primed it up and pumped it out, that's when I noticed how bad it was and how badly I really need to service it and flush it. So that'll be the test on Saturday. That'll be when we go for our tune, and that's a couple days. It's Thursday now, so it's 2 more days. So I'll see you Saturday afternoon before the tune. What up, everyone? It is now Friday, the day before the tune. I know I said it'll be Saturday, but it's not, it's Friday. I was playing around with some dose pipes, trying to figure out what I want. I've got the 3-inch titanium there. I didn't like the sound of it, so I've just been playing around with some other bits, bit of alloy, bit of stainless. I like this one, but then I went to turn the car off, had a look at the oil pressure gauge, and it has 0 oil pressure. So we just got the factory gauge, which is this one here. It's just showing absolutely nothing. When I turn it off, it doesn't read anything. The motor sounds quiet. It doesn't sound like it's knocking or anything like that, so I'm assuming that it's going to be a faulty sender, which is, it's still the stock one, so it makes sense as why it would not work. And this motor does have a lot of Ks. I think it has like 200 and something thousand Ks. So it's quite possible it's just a sender that's just given up, stopped working. So I'm going to just pull the oil feed off of the turbo, suss that out, see if it's working. If it's pumping oil out, sweet. I will see if I can find a manual gauge somewhere, and I'll just hook it up for the dyno. Or I'll see, I might have a secondhand stock sender in this other shed here, so I'll try that out first. Oh, God damn it. This dose is sounding sick, and I'm like, oh, sweet, that's the one. I'll quickly turn it off. Yeah, no oil pressure. Shit. Let's check this oil line. So I was pumping oil out. It's a fair bit still. I'm pretty confident in that it is going to be the sender. Hopefully. But look how much cleaner that oil is. That oil is way cleaner to what first came out of it. If you haven't seen the first video of the second part, I don't know. I cranked it over when I did the oil line, and it came out like sludge. It was disgusting. But yeah, happy. Gotta go try find this sender, and we'll chuck it in. Hopefully that's what it is. Unfortunately, couldn't find an old oil pressure sender in that shed, but I have one here sitting on this Neo. Just down here. Hopefully it's it looks exactly the same. It looks the same, like the same plug. That is a 17mm spanner. Bit of an awkward one to get there with this plastic on, so I have to probably cut that and go from this angle there, be able to get it on, and then we'll chuck it in and hopefully have oil pressure again. So I found the culprit. The Teflon tape has actually found its way into the hole and blocked it. I wish I filmed it because I pulled it out and it's like, it sounded funny as. So I might even chuck the new one in just because it is newer. watch my luck and it won't work. But that's what the issue is. Anyway, sorted. Thank God for that. Got the new sender in. Let's hope she works. Hey! We own! I'm such an idiot. I really can't have friggin' done that. If that was this dose pipe, super stoked about the dose. It sounds 10 times better. I'll see if I can give it a bit of jandle. God damn it, my bloody shifter fell off. Oh, I'm stoked. That sounds sick. Alright. Man, that's exactly what I wanted. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Today's a day. Here we are, it's Saturday. It's about 2:30. This thing's already fresh oil in it, fresh filter. I've got a fuel pressure gauge on it, just after the filter, just so we can see what sort of pressure it is running. Hopefully it's all okay, but worst case, you can just punch the reg in, get a bit more pressure in there. I've also stolen my missus' pod filter off of her car, just because this is my old dose pipe and I gave it to her, and I want it back. I'll make her a different one. The straight one wasn't cutting it because it was hitting the AC lines and stuff like that. One thing we're going to do as well, we're going to do a back-to-back test of a 3-inch intake to the 4-inch intake. You'd assume being 4-inch, more air would be better, but the wheel on this turbo is that small. It's a lot smaller than the 3-inch intake itself. We're just going to try it out, see what happens. But I much prefer the 3-inch intake pipe / dose. Sounds a lot better than the 4-inch, in my personal opinion, and it's right. I know it's right because it is sick. But yeah, I'm stoked. About to head off now. I'm going to go get some fuel, and then we're going to go stop at Autobahn to get a boost tee. And then we'll be at the dyno, which I'm super excited about. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm going to guess it's going to make 280. I'm going to say 280 kilowatt on 17 PSI. And then, but I'll hope for 300. I'll hope for 300, but I'll say 280 on 17 PSI. Other thing as well, here is the oil. I think this is the first one. Pretty disgusting. I'll give her a bit of a pour out so you can see. Pretty black. Real black. That was the first flush. Okay. And this will be the second flush. As you can see, it's a bit more golden. A bit more golden, a bit nicer. And this is the one just came out last night. You can see that's way more golden. Still dirty as hell. So what I've done, I've just chucked another 5 litres of 10W40 semi-synthetic for the dyno, and then I'll drop it after the dyno and chuck in my full synthetic 1060 racing oil. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you in a couple seconds at the dyno. Alrighty, we are on our way. We've been to 3 different bloody servos. I've been raging. I pull up each United because I don't know this area, and I pull up and I'm like, no United, god damn it. But got the boost tee there, and we're heading right there. We're about 2 minutes away. We'll throw on a dyno, hopefully have some good results. Here we are, we're down here at Springy Performance right now, just running a mate's car up on the dyno. And once he is done, we're gonna run this thing up, hopefully see some good numbers. So I'll see you when this thing's on. had a bit of a misfire, but we gapped down the plugs to 0.4. Everything was all good, and then that was it. It ended up making 269 on 16 PSI. This thing actually hammers, man. It feels really good. I'm happy, very, very happy. Hopefully I can get this video out pretty quickly. It's a Saturday night. I'll see if I can edit it tomorrow. Maybe go for a drive tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's pretty late now. It's almost 10 o'clock. Heading home. Very happy with it though. Massive, massive thank you to Springy Performance and hooking up the tunes. Yeah, killer guys down there. Always willing to help you out no matter what. Anyone needs their car worked on, dyno tune, make sure you hit them up. They're killer guys down there, and you won't regret it. Let's get us home now and get to bed. So that's going to be it for this series. So thank you so much to everyone giving us some support, all that crap. Super stoked for how this build turned out. Exceeded my expectations massively. Got the old dyno sheet here. Got the new one, the 270, 269. Then I got the old 120. Look at the difference in power. It's awesome. Actually massively stoked of that. So that's going to be it. Massive thank you to Springy Performance. Thank you to everyone sending their support. Hopefully you enjoy this video and the build series, and I'll see you in the next one.